The second author I wanted to discuss in this segment, following along from the previous, is Jay Kristoff's Emperor of a Vampire. Now, world building is something we all do, and it's an individual thing, but it creates the foundation of the story. So it's only an opinion that we discuss here. Now, like Kylie, Jay's Empire of Vampire is a first-person point of view. But in this instance, our protagonist is actually relating his story to a chronologica, a vampire who has captured him, and he does jump around a bit. It isn't chronological, and he makes quite a point occasionally of jumping around to disturb the flow of the story and create more anticipation. Now, Empire of Vampire is an epic fantasy novel. The novel's point of view is told by Gabriel de Lyon, the last of the Silver Saints, a holy order dedicated to eradicating vampires. Through Gabriel's eyes, the readers are immersed in a dark and unforgiving world where sunlight is a rare commodity and humanity is on the brink of extinction. The world as they know rots around them. The medieval-inspired landscape masterfully combines elements of horror, fantasy and dark Gothic influences to create a backdrop teeming with danger and despair with a small flickering of hope. The novel's setting is divided into various regions and kingdoms, each with its own distinct characteristics and degree of vampire control. The human settlements are depicted as fortresses of desperation, often isolated and fortified against nightly attacks. These enclaves are grim, resource-starved and rife with internal strife as much as they are with external threats. Set in almost perpetual twilight, only limited crops will grow and animals weaken. The story is framed as a series of flashbacks, with Gabriel having been captured by the enemy, recounting his life story to a vampire historian named Jean-Francois. The frame narrative allows Jay to weave together multiple timelines, providing a comprehensive understanding of Gabriel's life and the broader history of the world. The framing device not only grounds the reader in the present, but also creates a sense of suspense and anticipation as Gabriel's past is slowly unveiled. The interplay between prisoner and captor provides a whole new depth between the characters. Gabriel's first-person narration is characterised by gritty, often cynical voice, reflecting the harsh realities of this world and his disillusionment with the institution he once swore to serve. His perspective is deeply personal. It allows the reader an intimate look at his internal struggles and his fears and his motivations. This point of view is effective in creating complex and multifaceted protagonists whose moral ambiguity and inner conflict are central to the novel's themes. The first-person point of view also allows Jay to explore Gabriel's relationships with other characters in a nuanced way. Through his eyes, readers witness the deep bonds he forms with allies and the profound enmity he harbours for his enemies. These relationships are critical to the narrative, adding depth and driving the plot forward. For example, Gabriel's complicated relationship with Astrid, a fellow Silver Saint, and Dior, a young girl with a mysterious destiny, are central to the character development and the story's progression. Interspersed with Gabriel's narrative are excerpts from historical documents, letters and other texts that provide an additional context and background to the world setting. These elements, though not part of the main point of view, enrich the storytelling by offering different perspectives and expanding the lore of the universe. They serve to complement Gabriel's first-person account, giving readers a broader understanding of historical and political landscape. The point of view in Emperor of Vampire is a masterful tool that Jay uses to craft a compelling story. Though Gabriel de Lyon's first-person narration, the novel offers a deeply personal and introspective look at the world ravaged by darkness, while the framed narrative and supplementary text provide a rich and layered storytelling. This approach allows Jay to build a complex, emotionally resonant narrative